Karen demanded hot soup after delay staff overheated it and made her wait again. Have you ever witnessed someone's tantrum backfire so spectacularly it felt like justice? In the small, bustling diner of Maple Street, Karen Miller stormed in, her heels clicking like a countdown to chaos. It was a chilly evening, and the diner, alive with the hum of families and clinking cutlery, was packed. Karen, draped in a fur coat that screamed entitlement, demanded a bowl of tomato soup hot, immediate and perfect. The server, a young woman named Mia, politely explained the kitchen was backed up due to a large party. A 5-minute wait. Reasonable, right? Not for Karen. Her face twisted into a snarl. Do you know who I am? I don't wait, she barked, loud enough to silence nearby tables. She slammed her purse on the counter, rattling the salt shakers, and insisted on speaking to the manager. The stage was set for a showdown no one saw coming. Mia, with the patience of a saint, scurried to the back, where the manager, Tom, a burly man with a no-nonsense attitude, was already swamped. Tom emerged, wiping his hands on his apron, and tried to reason with Karen. Ma'am, we're doing our best. Your soup's coming right up. But Karen wasn't having it. She leaned over the counter, jabbing a manicured finger at Tom's chest. Your best is pathetic. I want my soup scalding hot, and I want it now, or I'll have this dump shut down. Her voice was a weapon, slicing through the diner's warmth. Customers exchanged glances, some rolling their eyes, others pulling out phones to capture the spectacle. Karen's tirade escalated. She insulted Mia's work ethic, called the diner a filthy grease trap, and vowed to post a scathing review online. The maverick in her reveled in the power she thought she held, but she didn't notice the shift in the air. The staff had had enough. Behind the scenes, the kitchen buzzed with a different kind of heat. Mia, stung but unbroken, relayed Karen's demands to the chef, Javier, a quiet man known for his fiery temper when pushed. Javier's eyes narrowed. Scalding hot. Huh, he muttered, grabbing a pot. Here's where the truth unfolded. The staff wasn't just serving soup, they were serving a lesson. Javier deliberately overheated the tomato soup, letting it simmer until it bubbled like molten lava. The steam curled like a warning. Mia, catching on, gave a subtle nod. Tom, sensing the plan, played along, instructing Mia to take her time delivering the order. The kitchen, usually a symphony of efficiency, slowed to a crawl for Karen's table. Minutes ticked, biting, 15. Karen's impatience grew, her complaints now a performance for the crowd. This is outrageous, she shrieked, standing to draw more attention. But the staff's silent rebellion was brewing, and Karen was about to taste it. Enter an unexpected twist. A regular customer, an elderly woman named Mrs. Clara, seated nearby, decided she'd had enough of Karen's noise. Clara, a retired schoolteacher with a voice that could command a classroom, stood shakily but with purpose. Young lady, she said, addressing Karen, you're embarrassing yourself. These folks are working hard. Sit down and wait like the rest of us. The diner went silent. Karen, caught off guard, scoffed. Mind your business, old woman, she snapped. But Clara's words struck a chord. Other customers murmured agreement, and a young man filming the scene shouted, Yeah, Karen, chill. The tide was turning. Karen's attempt to dominate the room was crumbling, and she didn't even realize it. Clara's intervention wasn't just a rebuke, it was a spark that ignited the crowd's courage to push back. The climax hit when Mia finally approached with the soup, a deceptively calm smile on her face. The bowl, steaming like a volcano, was placed before Karen with a soft clink. Your soup, ma'am. Extra hot, as requested, Mia said, her voice dripping with professionalism. Karen, smug in her perceived victory, grabbed the spoon and took a greedy sip. Her scream pierced the diner. The soup was unbearably hot, scorching her tongue. She spat it out, splattering the table and her pristine coat. You did this on purpose, she howled, leaping to her feet. The bowl tipped, spilling the red liquid across the counter like a crime scene. Customers gasped, some laughed. Tom stepped forward, arms crossed. You wanted it scalding, ma'am. We followed your orders exactly. His tone was firm, unapologetic. Karen's face burned not just from the soup, but from the weight of every eye in the room. Her tantrum had backfired, and the staff's calculated defiance exposed her for what she was, a bully undone by her own demands. Karen's collapse was swift and brutal. She demanded a refund, but Tom pointed to the mess she'd made. "You'll pay for the soup and the damage," he said coolly. The crowd cheered quietly, phones still rolling. Karen, humiliated, tried to rally, threatening lawsuits and reviews, but her voice cracked. No one was intimidated anymore. Mia, now emboldened, handed her the bill with a steady hand. "We don't tolerate abuse here," she said softly, but it landed like a slap. Karen, defeated, threw cash on the table and stormed out, her coat stained, her pride shattered. The diner erupted in applause as the doors slammed behind her. Outside, she fumbled with her phone, likely typing that review, but it didn't matter. The real story was already spreading, captured on video, shared by customers, a viral tale of justice served hot. In the end, the diner returned to its cozy hum, but something had changed. Mia, Javier, and Tom shared a quiet nod, their bond strengthened by standing up to a tyrant. Mrs. Clara, finishing her pie, left a generous tip with a note, "Keep the faith, dears." The staff framed it, a reminder of the night they fought back. Karen's name became a cautionary tale, whispered among locals. Don't be a Karen, or you'll get burned. The lesson wasn't just for her, it was for anyone who thought power came from tearing others down. Kindness, resilience, and clever defiance won that night, proving that even the smallest voices, united, could topple a giant. What do you think? Did Karen deserve her bitter taste of justice? Or should the staff have handled it differently? Share your thoughts below.